welcome back to Open. So our next guest is a proud Haitian American artist whose artwork evokes perspective on social justice issues and freedom in America. His most notable piece is My Brother's Keeper, which depicts Martin Luther King Jr. hushing Donald Trump. And it went viral and has been featured in publications such as the Washington Post, NPR, and Nylon. And that's just to name a few. And he's here to tell us some more. Please welcome Watson Meyer. Hello.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Did I pronounce your last name correctly?
Pronounced it perfectly.
Right. That is the French name, eh?
Yeah, oui.
Well, Senor, thank you for finding the time to be with us, and congratulations on this this acknowledgement with this piece. I mean, I gotta say though, all of your pieces speak volume. So we can talk about that one first, and what that was for you to see it like mobilized the way it did.
Yeah, definitely.
It's definitely a powerful statement. So let's talk about it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, My Brother's Keeper, I actually created it back in 2017 after the Trump elections. I was contacted by, I forget the name of the director, but he directed Black Panther. Well, I can't believe I forgot his name, but his assistant actually contacted me because they have something that they have on MLK Day in Harlem called MLK Now. And they wanted me to do a piece, just talking about the times and Martin Luther King. So, I mean, the atmosphere of the nation during that time was heavily, everyone was thinking about the election. And you had the inauguration actually a week after MLK Day. So the vision that I got in my mind was to create a piece that, depicted Martin Luther King and Trump. And, the result is what you currently are seeing. I actually submitted the piece. They actually didn't use it. So on the day of Martin Luther King's birthday, I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to throw it out there. And, and ever since, like, my life has kind of been different ever since that day. So
I bet, because unfortunately, it's still relevant. Unfortunately,
yeah.
I mean, fortunate for you for your insight, right? Because the style in which you draw is as if though you are conversing from a really profound place. One of my favorite images that was submitted is the image of the mother with her child and the eviction notice, because it depicts this day and age, and the Starbucks and the Whole Foods standing right next to them, which of course represents gentrification, but yet, now our own community is being displaced.
Exactly.
That to me is like really a powerful statement without even having to have a conversation. It's there in your face. It's visible. That's one of many. Oh my gosh, they're calling me in the middle of our interview.
No,
excuse me 1 second.
No, you're fine.
And so back to the conversation.
Yep.
And what is it that you draw from in the style of message? Obviously, you're raising that social consciousness, but you are coming from this angle of using deities indirectly. I mean, I'm going to assume that comes from your ancestry, and then where is it that it fits now, right? Because you're taking the past and you're bringing it into the future in your artwork.
Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, as of late, I'll be honest with you. As of late, that's kind of been the pocket that I've been in terms of just researching history, researching my own ancestry. I mean, even beyond Haiti, when it comes to Haitians, we know a lot about the Haitian Revolution and things that have been happening within the past 200 years. But something in my spirit told me to go even deeper, into your history. So as I started to do this, I started to learn about, the different spiritual systems that people that came from the places that my ancestors came from, Africa. So I've just been doing my research in those things and kind of applying what I've been learning within my research, applying that to, current events, things that are happening right now. As we all know, there's a lot happening right now. So, I mean, a lot of the visions that I have been receiving have been, they've been aligned with, what I've been learning through the, the historical research that I've been doing, and just what's been going on every single day. There's something new. So what's been going on in the world, just kind of incorporating those two and trying to speak to people through those images that I create.
So these images that you have been creating during this particular time period, have you been commissioned to exhibit? Because I know for a fact that anything that's being designed and captured and created during this particular time is really going to hold a different level of value in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely live in some unprecedented times, which seems to be the key word of right now. So I definitely, honestly, as soon as it happened, like I speak in visions and all that stuff, but as soon as the quarantine happened, something told me that, this is a chapter in history that would always be looked back at. And something told me that when they look back and they want to, in thousands of years from now, when they look back and they want to understand what happened during this time, they're going to look at the art. Not only the visual art, but they're going to look at what were people writing, what kind of pictures was taken, what kind of music was out. Like that's how they understand basically what happened during this period. So through that vision, I was definitely inspired to pay attention to what's going on, trust the visions that I receive, and just create art based off of that without fear.
Well, based on what I've experienced in your artwork, you definitely have already in the fight against systemic racism. But what I do appreciate about everything that I've experienced in your work is the empowerment that you hold within the kings and queens, even in an urban environment. I love that.
Exactly. I mean, because at the end of the day, I just truly believe that we've been taking. It's kind of like I was listening to Nina Simone. I got her shirt on, which is funny. I listened to Nina Simone.
My favorite artist.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I listened to Baltimore last night, and in the beginning of the song, she says a seagull standing on a marble or marbles stand or something, looking all beat up, looking for the ocean. And it's kind of like, I kind of feel like that was like a metaphor for currently what African Americans, anyone from any African descent is going through right now in America, where we're in this space where we don't really belong, and we unconsciously we're looking for symbols of looking for images to go back home to. So I don't know.
Actually, we're in the state of basically demanding our right to validate ourselves without looking for validation outside of ourselves.
That's true. That's true.
And I say that because I identify as Afro-Latina, so it's for me, black and brown people, because we're
all family at the end of the day. We're all family.
Yeah, so I do appreciate you for sharing your words with us here and our viewers. Do you want to share anything with our viewers before we go regarding your work? I mean, is your work for sale, by the way?
Did I work for who?
Is your work for sale?
Oh yes, definitely. I recently just reopened my site. It's artofmere.com, ARTOFMERE.com. I have selected pieces on there for sale. You can check out my Instagram. It's artofmere_. Basically everything that I've been doing since 2015, when I really started putting my art out, is on there. So yeah, I definitely have art for sale, and any other business inquiries, you can just contact me through there.
All right. Well, we thank you. And I thank you for acknowledging women. And I especially thank you for acknowledging the reflection of the mirror. I love it. I love it. All right. Thanks for being here with us. Thank you so much. You guys, for more on Watson Mere and his work, you can visit Watson Mere. That's MERE.com. And make sure to visit him on Instagram and Twitter at artofmere_. All right, don't go anywhere. Bobby C's Weekly Sports Roundup is coming up next.